Hey guys, I'm Minnie,
And I'm Maddie.
and today we are here on Maddie and Minnie with a segment on breaking generational curses. So guys, Maddie's gonna lead and then I'll follow up with a few facts.
Growing up, I was taught what happens in this house stays in this house. Whether or not, I know we all can relate to that catchphrase.
I know I can.
Whether you feel it's true or not, families inherit spiritual curses. It's obvious that the patterns of sins are passed down through families. Everyone sins. But just as cultures, ethnicities, and gender steer our patterns of sin in particular directions, so does our families. We inherit many traits and preferences from our parents that aren't always positive influences on ourselves or others. When we acquire a sinful habit or belief that negatively affects our lives or those around us, this is known as a generational curse. It is a shadow side of behavior passed down through the generations, but it's possible to break this cycle of suffering.
So guys, did you know generational influence have the ability to bring blessings or curses to your life? An understanding of this reality brings power to change not only your life, but the lives of your family members as well. The word iniquity means to be bent towards a certain sin. And we see that the iniquity of the parents carried on to the children to the third and fourth generation. So a child will be bent like his or her parent, grandparent, or great-grandparent. So that means a child will reap the sins of his parent, grandparent, or great-grandparent. So it's like they will all have the inner inclination towards a same certain sinful habit. Limitation 57, limitation 5:7 says, our fathers sinned and are no more, but we bear their iniquities. In other words, even though they may be dead or in the grave, their iniquities is still sticking with you.
Like glue.
Here are just a few symptoms of generational curses.
Poverty. I know we can relate to that. Growing up, welfare, things of that nature.
Thinking those is the go-tos. That's what we supposed to do.
Living in the project.
Thinking that you should stay there.
And where the project is stuck there, and like people are not getting out. Suicide, hereditary diseases,
absolutely,
divorce.
You seen your family do it. Now you might do it because your mom did it or your father did it. Or now you might think you can't be stuck in a relationship because your parents never was in a relationship. But okay.
Destructive attitudes and behavior.
Destructive attitudes. I'm pretty sure we all done came across someone with a destructive attitude, and they always say, what's going on at home? Somebody in your house that had a temper tantrum and some anger issues, and you done seen that as a child, and now you provoking that energy into the world like it's okay.
I've had destructive behavior and been erratic at times because of situations that I had to deal with at home.
Right.
So I can definitely relate to destructive attitudes and behaviors.
Me too. Not properly being able to express myself, so therefore
I'm lashing out in other areas that I'm in settings that I'm not supposed to.
Right.
Child abuse. Wow.
Child abuse. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that can relate. You know, people, parents be abusive, and now you carry that energy down to your child, thinking that that's the proper way to discipline.
But it's not even it doesn't even have to always be physical. It can be mental, emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It's different
Verbal,
angles to child
definitely.
abuse. Domestic violence. We did a segment on domestic violence, so y'all know we know about domestic violence. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
That could be a generational curse as well. Follow up with child abuse. You done seen something happen, or you can't express yourself properly, so now you're mentally lashing out, physically harming someone else.
Sexual abuse.
Same situation.
Alcoholism.
Same situation. You done seen an uncle or
Everybody got that drunk uncle or auntie. Or auntie.
You love them and they fun.
Yes.
But you have to identify where that generational curse lies.
That problem comes from. Drug addiction.
Same thing.
We all have a
Some
drug
type of
addiction,
substance
abuse that we overindulge in, that we know that we're not supposed to indulge in. As
A
much
cigarette, a vape, a hookah,
whatever it is,
alcohol, weed.
it's an addiction.
It's
Whether you want to get help or not. Gambling.
Addiction.
I got I buy a ticket, girl.
Like, everybody has an addiction.
Everybody
somewhere.
got an addiction.
Okay.
Immorality. Adultery. Persuasion.
I mean, that could be a generational curse. Like, I done seen my grandfather finesse somebody out their shoes. I think I want to do that too.
Now it is.
Not me, I'm just saying. You know?
I can still sometimes talk, baby. Like, I just took my way out. You know, persuasion. You feel me?
Okay.
Listen here. Depression.
Depression definitely can be a generational curse, you guys.
Generational.
Everyone
deals with
hereditary.
it. Yeah.
You know, all of it lies within.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Excuse my language. Confusion.
I mean, what you mean, like the ear, like, you know, somebody could be like lower earheadish, you know, and they have like a little earheadish. Excuse me. We're supposed to be serious right now.
I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. Like, what you mean you joking right now? I'm being dead serious. Like, y'all all know that one dizzy person or a couple of people that is just like, come on.
Oh yeah, or you just don't want to learn. You against this, that, and the third because nobody in your family did it. So you don't want to push your kids to do it because it's like,
ignorant.
you like F it. What's for?
Ignorant.
Like, okay, come on.
Fear.
Okay. Fear of change. That can be generational curse. Where if you say what type of fear? Oh, I'm scared of change.
Indecisive.
Oh, I know, I'm crazy indecisive. Yes.
Baby, I'm ready to take this leave I had for 2 days.
Talk
about indecisive.
I don't even want to talk about it.
We can't go there.
I don't want to talk about my
Too deep.
mistake. But yes, yeah.
Panic attacks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hard.
Not knowing how to manage your stress, mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically summed it up, you guys. But have you known, each of these can be, but not always, the result of a generational curse.
Mm-hmm.
Many people, if not most people, can identify with some of these symptoms. How about yourself?
Maybe you inherited a family curse, or maybe the curse started with you. Either way, God has a plan for you. Maybe you've inherited a family curse, or maybe the curse has begun with you. Either way, God has a plan for your freedom that will shatter the chains of that cycle forever. It will stop it in your life and stop it from passing on in your children. How do you break the cycle? Teach your children it's okay to speak if you see something. Don't be afraid of the outcome. Teach them to have faith in the Holy Spirit and that the only man they should fear is God. And on that note,
that's how we break the cycle, you guys. We start with ourselves. So we start with ourselves.
I break my own chain.
And we wish the best for our babies because that's the future.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We ain't gonna hold y'all. We don't went over breaking generational curses with Maddie and Minnie. We gonna holla at y'all.
Good night.
Bye.